They drove right past me at the intersection. It was definitely Lee, her blonde hair flowing behind her. What was my wife doing on the back of a motorcycle at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? I turned and followed them. They disappeared into the forest. I parked and walked. It was a warm spring day, golden sunlight, buzzing insects, a silky breeze, the wet, slapping sound of an over-exited pussy. They did it on a blanket. It was a touching scene. So I stopped to take some artistic shots. I thought the setting framed the two adulterers beautifully. I said casually, "Hey, Lee, who's your new friend?" They didn't hear me. I repeated after the ominous sounds died down. A light storm followed. He jumped up to confront me. I recognized him. It was Bill Avery, another teacher. He was several years younger than my wife. They must have come out to let off steam, so to speak, after a hard day in class. I know all of Lee's colleagues. You can't be married to someone for almost a year and a half and not hear stories about coworkers. This guy had a couple of kids. Stupid. I showed the phone. FYI, your wife will receive this as soon as I get back to the car. He started to protest. You committed a crime, idiot. Then I turned to Lee. She looked at me, stunned. I growled, You are smart. Do you know what it means? I turned around and walked away. Soon after, Lee returned home. She looked disheveled. She went upstairs, showered, and came downstairs wearing yoga pants and a tight t-shirt. Bitch, she thinks she can fuck me and drag me back into her womb. And out loud, I said, You're wasting your time. This marriage is over. She whined, but it was just a little affair. It didn't mean anything. This means the end of our marriage. Have you thought about this? She wailed, No woo. You cannot divorce me because of one little indiscretion. I snorted. You call this carelessness? Lee looked surprised. Obviously, I didn't buy it. She said casually, There was nothing special about him. I put it out of my mind. Now I'm all yours. I laughed. I saw and heard, Lee. You loved every second of it, and you'll be back as soon as the heat subsides. She looked scared. Maybe I wasn't such a failure as she thought. She put on her most seductive look and said, Let's go upstairs, baby, and I'll show you how much you mean to me. Seriously, she thought I was that stupid. I tried to keep the anger out of my voice. I'm leaving. I will not be back. She took a different route. Her face turned red. You're making a big deal out of this, Todd. I never cheated on you. You've been out of town for 2 weeks every month since we got married. I had many offers. This is the first time I agreed. We can get through this if you really love me. Amazing. I looked at her with regret. Goodbye, Lee. Wait to hear from my lawyer. We had only been together for a short time, and I was already starting to get tired of the constant deceptions. I'm tired of following every step just to save my marriage. It's time to end this. I drove through 2 towns and parked in front of a neat little bungalow. In the front yard stood a gorgeous woman with brown hair holding the hand of a cute little 8-year-old girl. The woman looked puzzled. She let go of the girl, came up to me and kissed me deeply, soulfully. She seemed a little worried. I thought you were on your monthly trip. Something happened? I looked into her beautiful eyes. Only good. I decided that life is too short. It's time to stop my trips. My wife wrapped her arms around my neck, pressed her whole body against me, and sincerely said, Welcome back, Stephen. Your family missed you. Don't bother explaining. I know that I am a lying, mean, hypocritical son of a bitch. Subscribe to our channel so that your second chaff doesn't cheat on you, and go ahead and listen to the next story, because this story is nothing compared to the next one. If you're under 18, don't even think about listening to the next one.